one of the movies that we're going to be touching on is a movie, an original movie actually, by Ryan Coogler. Now, Ryan Coogler has worked on Black Panther, he's worked on Fruitvale Station, he's also worked on Creed. So he's a very reputable director. He's really good at what he does, and he usually works with Michael B. Jordan. Now, they both have this new project called Sinners. This is a movie that has 3 million views on Warner Brothers. It's a Warner Brothers project. It's not a Disney project, funny enough. But it stars Michael B. Jordan, Omar Miller. Those who are not familiar with Omar Miller, he has been in a series called Ballers, and he was also in 8 Mile. He's quite a big guy. I believe you guys are probably familiar with him, but maybe not familiar with the name. He's a really good actor. And we also have Delroy Lindo. Delroy Lindo has been in a lot of things, including Heist, that has Gene Hackman in it. He was also in Malcolm X, starring Denzel Washington, directed by Spike Lee. He was also in Romeo Must Die, where he played Alia's father in the movie. He was also in Blood In, Blood Out. And he was also in a series called The Good Fight, which is a spin-off of The Good Wife. And he has a viral clip where he was speaking to like someone, I think it's a news anchor or something, where the white person was like, okay, why can't I say the N-word? And he's like, well, if you want to say it. What's stopping? There's nothing stopping you from saying it. Say it. It's a very viral clip. Yeah, it's from the Good Fight. Anyway, so this movie is going to be coming out on March 7th. And there were rumors about it that this was a potential Blade movie, but then it got rejected. And then Brian Coogler decided to do it by himself. I don't know how true that is, but it does seem a bit dark. It does seem interesting. And yeah, it seems like it's a period piece because it seems like it's from like a really long time ago. So yeah, Rob, what do you think?
I think I am a mixed feelings on Ryan Coogler person. I am a
All
very
right.
mixed when it comes to him because I think visually this man knows a good shot when he sees it, and my God, is this movie visually stunning. I
Mm.
think, ironically, you know what this feels like? You know the movie, okay, we talked about Guy Ritchie in a previous episode, um, where Guy Ritchie can turn anything into a good movie because of he's such a good director. So, like, for
Right.
example, he took a Jason Statham movie and a revenge heist movie into War, which is such a great movie. For it's a better movie than it deserves to be, considering the
Right.
premise. Have you seen it?
What's that?
The Jason Statham one, the like Assault on Precinct 13 type movie. It's like I think it's called War. I think.
The war that I
Wrath of
know about
Man.
is
Wrath
is
of
the
Man.
is
Sorry, my
sorry?
bad. It's called Wrath of Man, not War. War is
No,
Jason Statham and Jet Li.
and Jet
Uh,
Li. That's
yeah,
the one that I'm familiar with. But the
yeah,
rest of
Wrath
men
of
I'm not
Man.
familiar with. No.
Fantastic movie, better than it deserves to be. And to me, it feels like what Ryan Coogler's done here has taken From Dusk Till Dawn,
Hmm?
which is like a great Tarantino. What's his name? Eddie. That's Tarantino's friend.
Robert Rodriguez.
There we go. Movie and convert it into something that's deep and serious. And I feel like that's
I mean,
kind
it sort of kind of gives like the great debaters type of vibe to
of
it.
in
You
the
know what I
beginning.
mean?
Yes, yes, in the
Yeah.
beginning, 100%. That's the vibe I got. Only for it to become, but then when they also are coming towards the house like that, and then and they all put in that triangle, and the one chick is like scared. I was like, oh, this is From Dusk Till Dawn. This is
Right.
100% From Dusk Till Dawn. That last few shots, Dusk Till Dawn for days.
So it's vampires, right?
It's what it feels like right now. It feels like it's vampires. Because why
Okay.
else give them? Why have so many guns visible?
Mm,
I was
mm,
even shocked
mm.
we saw white people at all. I'm like, I'm sure the studio was like, please put a white person in here somewhere. Um,
Please. You
please.
remember the controversy that Aladdin got?
Mhm.
Because they were like, why are we putting a white person in Aladdin? There was no white person in the animated film,
Mm.
and this white guy was one of the suitors or one of the people that wanted to marry Jasmine in the
Wow.
movie.
I didn't even
Yeah.
know that.
So yeah.
That's why I didn't
So
watch it. Yeah. But that
oh
point,
well, you didn't watch Aladdin,
no. Will Smith looked ridiculous.
the Guy Ritchie movie?
I know. But it just looked so ridiculous, dude. I couldn't do that. I couldn't, because I like my mental image of Guy Ritchie, and it felt like it was gonna fall apart. Uh,
Yeah. Look. a part of me just feels like he did that so that he can do the gentleman afterwards. He needed
Yeah,
the money to do the
yeah.
gentleman
One
afterwards.
for me, one for them. That's what happened there. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah. I need the money, yeah, so that I can do my own project after.
yeah. And to me, this feels like, ironically, this is what we were talking about in one of the other episodes, where it feels like they've taken something dumb and tried to be clever with it. They've taken From
Right.
Dusk Till Dawn and tried to be clever with it.
Hmm.
I don't know how deep you can make this. I hope they make it deep because I would love to see this do well. Uh,
Right.
Again, I feel like Ryan Coogler sometimes. Again, I think Black Panther is overrated. Um, I do like the what's it Boulevard, the one with the drug dealer.
Sorry?
The movie with the drug dealer. The first one they did together before Creed.
Fruitville Station.
There we go.
Yeah.
I thought that was great. I thought Creed was amazing. Black Panther is actually the worst of their combination movies, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, definitely. Definitely. Black Panther is the Lion King light.
mm,
It's
yes, it is.
doesn't age well.
And
Doesn't
again,
age well.
not talking about visual storytelling. I think this man knows how to pick a shot, but in terms of pen
Hmm.
and paper, Black Panther was not great. It was not as good as his other movies. Let's put it like that. And
Yeah.
I think
Yeah, yeah.
what's so nice about Ryan Coogler, he's got like almost Denis Villeneuve levels where you can take something simple and like really draw your attention to it in such a way that even though you're looking at a shot for like a full minute, you're still interested. Because again, Food
Mhm.
Station, he goes to one place, goes to another place, comes back, gets shot. That's the whole movie. If you actually think about
Right.
it. And he
I
can.
haven't watched it, but I hear
Oh,
you.
oh sorry, apologies.
No, 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 no. I already know that he dies at the end. Don't
Okay.
worry about that. I already know that
Not
much.
a lot actually happens when you think about it. And I could even argue that with the first Creed movie, not a lot I would say less happens than you think. Do you know what I
Okay.
mean? In terms of
Okay.
beats. Because sometimes movies will smother you in beats, and this he can make a slow beat fantastic in the way that Dennis Villeneuve can. So I like Coogler a lot, and I think he's going to take something simple and turn it into something genuinely great here. I don't think it's going to beat Get Out, but I think it's going
Mhm.
to be fantastic. So I'm excited for this movie. I'll put it on my anticipated list.
Who do you prefer between Jordan Peele and Ryan Coogler? Who would you rather watch? Whose material would you rather watch between the two?
Here's the thing, Jordan Peele, right? He's a sniper artist, in my opinion. He
What does
takes
that mean?
as info he takes and his things are very they can be hit or miss. If you think about the timing of Get Out, like that's why comedians are so talented because a lot of it involves timing. If you think about the timing of the beats, they require you to almost have specific feelings at a specific time. Otherwise,
Right.
the movie falls apart. You
Right.
understand what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
it's a dangerous game he's playing, and I do think in Nope, he doesn't really hit it. I've watched some of it, and I was like, let me just put up. You know when you press pause and you don't come back. That's kind of what happened with me.
Yeah, I've done that. I've done that a couple of times. Yeah, in
Um,
certain movies, not in Jordan Peele movies, but in
yes,
certain
in
movies.
certain movies, yes. And so he's missed with me. And Jordan Peele, I mean, sorry, Coogler has got more of this great energy to his films that even if you miss some stuff, you still the sum of all parts push you forwards. So I would say Coogler overall is better, but in terms of getting everything right, Jordan Peele is by far the best ever. One of the best great directors of our generation. So it's a tricky one.
Yeah,
Overall,
no, it's a tricky one. Yeah, it's
overall
quite tricky.
Coogler, but in terms of like high highs and low lows, Peele, no question.
And what do you think about Michael B. Jordan's filmography? I mean, I know he got a Hollywood Star Walk of Fame last year, if not 2 years back, because I also remember that Jonathan Majors was there with him,
Mm-hmm.
giving him his support. This is just after Creed 3 came out or during that time period. So that was quite interesting to see. So, but then if you think about his filmography, some of the movies that came out recently, like after the second Black Panther, are not that great. They were big in scope,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't think they really had a dent at the box
Yeah,
office.
agreed.
Even though he does have some passion projects that he pushed, like Just Mercy was a passion project, I believe. I mean, and he directed Creed 3,
Mhm.
but I just feel like some of the movies that he's been releasing lately have not been hits.
Definitely.
I stand to be corrected though.
No, I will correct you only on Creed. I think Creed 3 was actually one of the best movies. I'm sad
Yeah,
Stallone.
no, no, apart from Creed.
Yeah, okay.
Apart from Creed, yeah.
Okay, yeah. In
But
that
you
case,
know the story with Stallone, right? Because
yes,
Stallone had a problem with the producer of Creed.
yeah. They basically took his baby away from him. And that's kind
Yeah.
of breaking. As
Yeah,
art,
that's messed up because that's what made him. The
yes.
Rocky franchise is what made Stallone. We
Exactly.
wouldn't
That
have known
that is
Stallone
wrong.
if he didn't work on Rocky.
Exactly. And I think it's Stallone's mistake. Okay, I get it. You're an actor. You can't save up enough money to buy the license back from them. You can't. It's impossible. He was stuck there. It would have cost $1 billion to try and buy, you know what I mean? To buy the
Yeah.
license. So you're probably stuck there. And to have your baby taken away from you like that and to not be able to get it back, as artists, I think we can all feel his pain. I think, yeah,
Yeah.
that sucks. I think though, which is
Yeah.
kind of makes it worse but better. Michael B. Jordan did such a great job with Creed that I almost feel bad for Stallone. Like I'm so sad that his name wasn't attached anywhere, despite the fact that this man tried
Yeah.
Haji no Ippo, and I don't think he succeeded, but he still made an overall amazing movie. Like I can
Right.
see the vibes of Haji no Ippo. For those who don't know,
Yeah,
it's
no,
a
no. He did say that he was inspired by anime. He
mm,
made that perfectly clear.
oh,
So
definitely, and he tried like the part with the body shot where he like took the zoom. Fantastic filmmaking. I wish more boxing movies would do that. I actually think he unlocked something very clever because
mm,
there's something anime. Oh, I don't want to do this. I'm getting wild into the weeds, but there's something anime does that American
right.
filmmakers just don't understand, and
Mm-hmm.
that's they focus on specifics that come together in such a way where you, the viewer, can visualize the
Yeah.
storytelling without, like, for example, like let me give you some, The Fighter, Mark Wahlberg, Matt Damon, which one?
Yeah, Mark Wahlberg and Christian Bale.
Christian Bale, yes. It's just a fight. Even before Creed, um okay, now I would say Creed 2, but Creed 1 and some of the Rocky movies, they're just fights. Maybe not Rocky 3, but so a lot of these other movies, they're just kind of fights. You don't get to
Did
see
you did you feel the same way about Southpaw?
I don't think I watched
Jake
Southpaw.
Gyllen, Jake Gyllenhaal?
hmm I never watched it, unfortunately. I don't
Oh,
know. Just never got a chance to watch it.
okay. Okay.
But the breakdown of a fight doesn't show, because here's the thing about filmmaking and theater and even comics sometimes. It's plot beat, plot beat, plot beat, energy, energy, energy. They fight, energy, energy. Do you know what I mean? Like characters making decisions that affect the future,
Yes.
and then they
Yeah.
fight. And that's a mistake. And with Creed, it felt like it wasn't they fight. And with Creed 3, sorry, it didn't feel like they fight. Hell, even Creed 2
Right.
could make a slight argument, but you could say, eh, whereas Creed 3, fantastic. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I just, anyway, point is, I love Creed 3. And yeah, I have no idea what I'm
Okay.
doing.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, we're just giving us your thoughts about Ryan Coogler versus Jordan Peele, and also Michael B. Jordan as an actor in his filmography and what he has been able to do directing wise, because Creed 3 was directed by him.
Oh,
But ultimately, yeah, I think, pardon?
can I say one thing?
Yeah.
Steve McQueen, where do you put him?
Who?
Steve McQueen, 12 Years a Slave. Um, what's the other one? I'll tell you.
The Steve McQueen I'm familiar with is an actor of
Yes, I
like the
know.
70s and whatever. I don't know.
But have you seen 12 Years a Slave?
I have seen 12 Years of Slave. It's a good
Yeah.
movie.
He's also a black director. He's done great movies. Just give me 1 second. He's a fantastic director. I actually think he might be one of the best directors of all time.
His name is Steve McQueen.
Widows. Yeah. He did Widows. I don't know if you know Shame or Hunger. Those ones are kind of No, they're great
No.
movies, but they're kind of old. But yeah,
Okay.
you never heard of Widows with Colin Farrell?
Is
Uh,
that the Irish movie where he has a friend and then they don't speak for years or whatever? Is that the one?
I'm not. It's Viola Davis. They're criminals.
Oh
They're
yeah, I remember Viola. I think there's Viola Davis and then there's Jessica
yes,
Chastain in it.
yes, yes,
I haven't watched that one. And then there's Liam Neeson as well in it. I
yes.
haven't seen it. I haven't
Okay,
seen that one,
but point
but I'm
is,
familiar with the project.
but 12 Years a Slave, you at least can see the mastery in that movie.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Yes.
I think he absolutely trumps Jordan Peele. I think he's of the three of them. I think he's probably the best director.
Yeah, man. I mean, the scenes with Michael Fassbender and Lupita Nyong'o when he was whipping her
Dog.
it's very emotional, you know. And I mean, and it had an ensemble. I mean, you had Brad Pitt, you had Benedict Cumberbatch, you had Paul Dano.
Mhm.
As I've mentioned, Chadwell Atefo was there, and we also mentioned Michael Fassbender and Lupita Nyong'o. That's great cast
Mhm.
overall.
But there's our
And
big three, eh? If we had like a black director, big three, that's them.
in the modern era, I guess.
Yeah, you can't talk about Spike Lee and what you call it,
And
the guy.
F. Gary Gray and all those guys. No, those
Yes,
guys are the
Fuqua,
guys
whatever
before.
they're like previous generation.
Yeah, Antoine
Generation.
Fuqua.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
That's some
Okay.
history for you guys.
All right. Yeah, that is Sinners. As we mentioned before, the cast includes Michael B. Jordan, Omar Miller, Delroy Lindo, and it's a Warner Brothers project. It has 13 million views on YouTube, on the Warner Brothers YouTube channel, and it's coming out on the 7th of March. And yeah, we shall see if it does well or not.